Hi, danger, danger, salespeople approaching. So there we go, there's the title of this one for you. I got danger, danger. There we go. Now as a kid, of course, growing up in the 70s, we were often warned about predatory adults. And if we saw a predatory adult approaching us in the street, we used to run away. You know, it was the way of helping kids there. Danger, danger. This one is salesperson approaching. Now the whole point here is you've got a salesperson approaching, so you know we want to regard them as a predatory monster, and you run away. And that's really where we're coming from here. But the world has changed, you see, and of course people don't like typical salespeople anymore. It's a thing of the 90s. It's a thing of the 80s, 90s in the past. Your typical salesperson, all smooth, too much talk, debonair, suit and tie, shiny shoes, has gone. Don't care what people say, the world of salespeople has gone. People are in control. People want to take control of these things more than ever before. So what's the message really for you as a salesperson yourself? Because you do sell, and I don't think it's a dirty word, but just don't call yourself a salesperson. And that's one of the ideas I'm going to share with you. So what have I got for you then? If you are in professional services, financial advice, IFA, mortgage advisor, any kind of sales role, here's some ideas for you. First of all, what you want to do in these situations is make sure that you honour the customer's buying process. Now, people still buy. They always will buy, and as a salesperson, we need to honour that. The pure fact is that we have a sales process, by the way, which you should ditch. So if you've got a sales process, have it in your head, you know, keep to sort of a pattern, you need that, but you don't want to force the sales process on your customer. Let them buy in their own way. So find out what their buying process is and let them do it in their own way and sell accordingly. But let them run their buying process, don't let them stop them. Now their buying process may involve going online. Don't stop them going online. They're not going to, you can't stop them anyway. People will go online and research as part of the buying process. So honour that as well is another thing you might want to do. Let the customer say no. There you go. If the customer wants to say no, that's fine. Don't get upset about it. Crikey, the world, they're in control. Let them say no. I mean, when I meet clients and when I do my selling, I always say to my customer up front, look, you know, if you don't want to go ahead after our 20-minute meeting, that's fine. You know, let's see if there's a bit of chemistry. If there isn't, we'll both walk away and we'll be very happy. So I give people permission to say no, and it's totally right. People need that permission as well. Objections. Be careful of objection handling. Now it's a bit 90s handling objections at the end of a sale, so make sure you do them early on. Make sure that you handle any objections early by preempting them, by talking about something that gets rid of the objection before it becomes an issue. So if your prices are high, for example, make sure that you make the customer aware why your prices are high, what value, additional value you provide for that respect. Stop talking too much. So let's put a little speech bubble there, you know, you talking. Stop talking. Just don't do it. I mean, I've met thousands of salespeople that just talk too much. Just shut up. You know, you don't have to talk. Ask more questions. Ask more softened questions. Get some training on how to ask really good questions, really inquisitive, curious type questions, and that'll help you enormously as well. And that's the thing. Just stop talking. Go by the 80-20 rule if you want to. 20% you talking, 80% the customer talking. Don't appear too smooth. Let's put that one in there. I was brought up in my sales world was in the 80s and 90s, and my first sales job, I wore a suit and tie, and I looked really smart. My first sales job, as I mentioned to you, in the 80s, I wore a suit and tie, and I looked really smart. You know, I had my hair cut and I had a tie, button-down collar, very 80s. I had this suit shine. I looked smooth, and I thought the idea of selling was to be a smooth dude. You know, but don't do that. I mean, suits and ties nowadays. I was talking about my partner this morning, and they're a thing of the past. You know, I hardly wear a suit anymore now in business. Yesterday I was delivering some training to some salespeople, and I had black jeans and a jacket. You know, it's just you don't have to wear suits and ties and look smooth, double cuffs, the big Rolex watch. Crikey, that's so 90s. Just get rid of these things. They are, unfortunately, a thing of the past. So let's get rid of those as well. So dress down if you want to. I think that's really key. The last tip for you is don't call yourself a salesperson. So if you've got a title which is an account executive, business development manager, salesperson, sales advisor, sales executive. Crikey, I've heard all the different titles. Just get rid of it. Whatever is your product, make sure you're an expert in that area. So if you sell mortgages, you're a mortgage expert. Mortgage advisor's okay, but the word advisor's a bit yucky really nowadays, isn't it? Call yourself a mortgage expert or a mortgage guru. You know, I like that, a guru. People are gurus, they go around guruing, don't they? You know, so a mortgage guru. If you sell chip and pin machines to SMEs, you're a chip and pin machine expert. So you're a payments expert. So make sure the customer appreciates the fact you know the job. You're not a salesperson. Sales titles are just for pay grades, that's all they're for, isn't it? So maybe there's been some ideas for you. Back in the day, of course, we used to say danger, danger, predatory adult approaching. We used to run away as well. Maybe we should do the same for salespeople. I think it will probably work as well. I hope that's been useful. Bye.